Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the DraftSeal number DSS55D. This is a roll of self-adhesive teardrop shaped gasketing is what it is. I'm going to pull a little piece of it out of the packaging here so that we can inspect it. First of all, it's available in 17-foot roll, 21-foot roll, 25-foot roll, 515-foot roll, and you can actually buy it per foot if you want as well. But a 17-footer is going to be 7 plus 7 plus 3. Okay, 21-foot is going to be able to allow you to do a 7 plus 7 plus 6. You know, a double door, a 6.0, 7.0 door. 515 feet are obviously the way to go if you have several door openings to do a variety of sizes, 3.6, 7.0, you know, etc., etc. So the DS55 is representative of this teardrop-shaped seal. This is a Santoprene gasket with a Santoprene is a synthetic rubber with a self-adhesive paper backer over the adhesive. I mean, I broke a little bit of it there, but it's an exceptional adhesive to get that held on. Designed for wood and metal doors, its size is 7/16 wide by 3/16 in an uncompressed sort of fashion. Flexible from 80 below to 150 degree above Fahrenheit. Not affected by mildew, fungus, or ultraviolet. All adhesive gaskets have a limited shelf life. Don't order any of this material that you're not going to use in 6 months' time. And it has to be stored between 50 and 100 degree Fahrenheit. The D in the part number, by the way, stands for dark bronze. Now, there is a link below this video. There's an image below this video showing those dimensional properties. And one thing that I like about the DraftSeal version is it has those small ribs that are shown in the image, and you can see there on the camera, and certainly in the photographs that are listed down below the video and the extended description as well. There's also a link to the installation instructions that are packaged with the material as well. That's here. The installation instructions need to be reviewed. It's not, oh, it's self-adhesive, put it on. Don't do that. Take it from me. You'll save yourself the failure of the first installation if you adhere to the installation instructions. And I won't read every word to it, but let's go over. I won't read every word of them, but let's go over it. Application temperature. The frame, or whatever you're applying to, needs to be room temperature. Don't install this in January on an exterior steel door frame in Chicago. It's not going to work. It has to be room temperature. That's common sense, but not necessarily something that you might realize how important it is. It very much is important because the formulation of the adhesive is based on that understanding. The surface preparation is by far the most important aspect of the installation. Surface should be clean, dry, free of dust, grease, oil, or solvents. Prime paint, or pardon me, any paint, not prime, it's not prime. Painting must be applied 30 days prior to the application of the gasket. And you must have a complete cure on the paint. If applied to a wood frame, the paint or the finished surface must be non-porous and smooth. Okay. And the surface application, or readying the material to receive the self-adhesive weather stripping, is so crucial that it's clean, free of dust and debris, paint is cured, stain is cured, that they include an alcohol wipe. The first time I did it, I cleaned the frame, but I didn't realize that how paramount having an utterly clean frame of dust and debris was crucial to success. When you've got it cleaned, do it a second time. You run your finger down that and make sure there's nothing left on there. It has to be completely, utterly clean. Otherwise, what will happen is there will be a failure at some point in the installation, which is really going to cause you to have to do it all over again and clean the frame. The second most crucial aspect is the proper installation of the material. You're going to want to, my opinion, is to measure and then pre-cut your sizes. Then carefully peel away. The installation instruction says 36-inch of paper backing. I could not disagree more, because what you'll have is when you've got that much exposed, you're going to unintentionally bump it onto the frame and have to pull it off. Or you've got it up there hanging and it's just exposed to the particulate that might be hanging in the atmosphere. I like to work with a much shorter length because I can also eliminate, and the reason for cutting the pieces to length is so that if you've got any left over after you run it down the frame, you realize what you've done is you've pulled it. You've made it too taut. You want to be sure that it's in the position it was when you've measured it and cut it. If it's too long, you've stretched it, and it will find its natural elasticity point at some point and break the adhesive. So that's the other reason why you want to work with shorter lengths, because you're less prone to stretch it through the installation process. And then simply repeat. The first time you do it, you're going to realize that there's nothing but straight lines on the frame, the rabbet stop. So you really want to be patient and get that on there as straight as possible. I've seen this material installed and it looked like a corkscrew. Nobody really thinks about it, but if you are in the business of selling it and servicing it and installing it, you realize that getting it wavy like that takes it out of its natural elastic point as well, which can bring, in my opinion, a premature breakdown to the installation of the material, the adhesive on the back side of it. Where you install the material is going to be obviously in a position where you're not going to make contact with it to pull it away, but just compressing it. So at the strike jam, and if you use your mind's eye and think about this, at the strike jam and at the header, you'll mount it to the face of the stop so that the door just makes contact and compresses. But on the hinge side, you'll mount it to the rabbet so that when the heel edge of the door closes against it, it's just compressing. If you were to apply this material to the rabbet of the strike and header, the door is going to be constantly hitting it and pulling it. All you want to do is pinch it and squeeze it. Okay, and that's how you'll end up installing that. Finally, the last thing to point out to you is the location of the manufacturer's information in our website. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the DraftSeal products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have more than an occasional need for weather stripping, by all means, familiarize yourself with the DraftSeal product line, because they have a tremendous quantity of average material like the DS55. They have a tremendous quantity of material that no one else makes. And if you're the guy who gets the hard installations all the time, the material that's seemingly impossible to find, and it's weather stripping related, familiarize yourself with the DraftSeal catalog, or at least bookmark it for future reference. If you have any questions on the DraftSeal DS55D, and D is for the dark bronze color, weather seal, or any other DraftSeal product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.